So, no stale
No
smart
stale
food this week,
smart food.
right?
Oh,
Did you have a tummy ache after that?
no.
Oh, good. What
No,
are we talking
I
about
had
more?
a tummy ache after watching the video and seeing that.
It was very good, I think. I think a lot of people saw it, and we want people to hear what we have to say and learn a thing or two, you know? I mean, it's good.
It was good.
Today's theme is about money.
Money.
We were just talking
My
about
daughter's
money.
line in the last show was, I love money.
And what was your line this morning?
I hate money.
And what was my line this morning?
I forget.
You forget? It's from a play.
Yeah, it's too long for my brain to register.
Hello Dolly was based
it.
on. It's called The Matchmaker. And it's by Thornton Wilder. And my grandmother used to quote this all the time. And thank God for our grandmothers, I have to say. Bless our grandmothers, because they carry so much wisdom.
Yes,
if we would only ask for it, you know?
Well,
Some of them will impose it on you, whether you want it or not. But it's always better to go and ask them for their wisdom, because then they light up and they're happy to share. You know, these people have seen some stuff in the world, you know? So anyway, she used to say, money, you should pardon the expression, is like manure. It should be spread around, encouraging young things to grow. Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah.
That is on our support us page at northshorefolk.org, and it has been on our website from day one, talking about why it's important to move money. Yeah, money, I agree with you. It stinks like manure. It's wasteful.
Sometimes I don't know where it goes.
Don't know where it goes, or
that really
or where it came from.
Or where it came from.
No, I find money
really
in my pockets all the time.
When I don't know what my money's doing.
Right.
Where's it going?
And like manure, it can be used for good, or it can be used for not so good. It can be wasted, right? But if we take what's there, right, which is the product of something, money is the product of something. Right? It's the product of someone's hard work, or it's the product of the Federal Reserve printing them, you know, whatever. But money is there, and money, to me, needs to move. I always feel like if I have a lot of money sitting around, then I feel stagnant. I don't feel like I'm doing good with it in the world. You know, and speaking of the world, there's this movement I discovered last night because somebody linked to me on LinkedIn from Liberia.
Oh.
The country of Liberia.
Oh, yeah, you sent me this at 3 a.m.
In Africa, yeah.
With the full warning that I should be sleeping right now, but I'm going to share this with you.
I know, I didn't fall asleep until 5 a.m. Because I made a new friend in Liberia, and he has an organization that is under the umbrella of another larger global organization called World Kindness.
World Kindness.
WorldKindnessMovement.com, I think, or .org. I don't know, look it up. World Kindness. We need more of it.
Yes.
And
I don't know why that came into me, you know, like the Miss America pageant, where they all want to change the world.
Right.
World's kindness.
Well, you know, the intention is good, but it's got to be authentic.
Yeah,
it's got to be real.
And
it can't
by
be
yourself. Yeah.
Well, and, you know, I mean, as we're seeing with Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner. Who's Caitlyn Jenner?
Formerly Bruce.
Oh.
Who is now on the cover of Vanity Fair.
Oh.
Looking all gorgeous and free. That was the whole thing about the transition of Bruce Jenner into Caitlyn was, you know, and this does have to do with money, because I feel like, yeah, you know, I support anybody living authentically, anybody being truthful about who they are and having the freedom in the world to be truthful about who they are. And if that means that inside your gender is one thing and outside it's something else, whatever. I mean, everybody has a different journey. Everybody carries their bag of stones. So I applaud Caitlyn for having the bravado and having the courage to step out of his skin into hers and to be authentically who she is. What I have concerns about in terms of the message around money is that the work that was done to transform Bruce into Caitlin.
Not everyone. Yeah.
Not everyone is going to be able to achieve at that level who is feeling the same things and be on the cover of Vanity Fair and have a 22-page spread.
Yeah, I heard she's going to have a reality show.
She's going to have a reality show. So here's the whole sensationalism of something that for some people has been a gut-wrenching journey, that people have been murdered brutally in cold blood just for being who they are. Yeah. And I don't want to see Caitlin's journey minimize the journey of other transgender people, and especially children. There are a lot of transgender children out there, even here in Gloucester, who are looking to the media. Yeah. They're looking to the adults for how to be in the world.
And I'm sure this is coming up in adult conversations, and these children are hearing this.
That's right.
So protect their little hearts.
So I don't really have a position on Caitlyn Jenner.
No.
I just have. I just want to.
Now that you're talking about it, I know.
I think it's important to talk about it in a very real way, and it's going to be out there en masse in the media. Kids are going to see it. Kids are going to have questions. Yeah. Be careful. Be careful about what you speak. Children will listen, and they will hear you,
and they might be in the other room, but they're listening.
Yeah, and there are a lot of people. Listen, I think Gloucester is kind of an amazing place because, as Catholic as Gloucester is. Not to diss any other religions that are here. I mean, there are Episcopalians and Jews and everybody else, Buddhists. Yeah. But Gloucester has historically been, because of its immigrant community, a very Catholic town. Catholicism has often been equated with closed-mindedness. Yeah. And I don't feel necessarily that exists here. I think people are actually pretty progressive here in Gloucester. Live and let live. As long as you're a good person and you're not hurting anybody, be who you are. I've felt that since I moved here. I've never felt criticized. Yes, have we had hate crimes happen right here in Gloucester?
I think people are realizing
against LGBT? Absolutely, we have.
I think people are realizing that
everywhere we have.
Judging the world is not for you. I mean, I think people are, especially the generation, the younger kids growing up, they're so confident in what the world is about that I can't really explain it because I see them and they're not about to judge one another. They're actually, I work with a lot of them and I hear them.
We both do, yeah.
I hear them and they're looking deeper into each other and really getting to know each other, which I really respect.
And wanting to do good in the world. They want to be the good, right? There was something I just posted on my Facebook.
They realize what's going on. They're actually paying attention more than we think.
Look at this. Gloucester Pride Stride. Do you know why I'm wearing this? Because last night I went and received an award of $216 that a young man in the community, a kid, not even a teen yet, raised single-handedly for the Brain Candy Project.
That's awesome.
Because he was moved by the mission and he wanted to do good in the world.
That's so great.
And
that came just from inside him. Well, I met him and it just like oozed out of him. And I could feel it just like someone wanting to do good for...
Well, and that's what Gloucester Pride Stride is about people doing good. This is a very generous community.
Interviewee or, he just felt it and he went with it.
He just felt it and went with it and
people
responded.
And went with it.
Over $200.
Responded and...
Boom.
It was beautiful.
You know what that'll do? I mean, huge. The impact of that and the ripple effect that inspires other people to do the same.
Money is giving to...
That's right.
Yeah.
So,
see?
Microphilanthropy. A lot of people do just a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? And I have to go too. So, thanks for listening.
I'm glad
what
we
do you
ended
think?
With that.
Right?
Because it began with something like, money, and then
what do you think about... money? What do you think about the use of money? What do you think about Caitlyn Jenner? Whatever. Get back to us. Talk to us. Write into us. info@northshorefolk.org. Come be a guest on Talk It Up More. Right? Because we're just two talking heads here. We would love more guests. So come and be a guest and talk up what you think is important.
You should have been a guest.
She was a guest.
Oh, she was?
Yeah, she was. You missed that one.
I missed it.
Sorry. All right. Well, scroll back and look at our previous ones. Okay. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you next week. And come see GreasyPoleTheMusical.com.